First of all, I want to say it's how sad and what happened last night, that poor little girl. It's absolutely heartbreaking to think. Poor little child, 10 years of age, for such a unbelievable thing to happen to her. But again, it shows what our Irish government is actually doing. Just leaving our borders open, bringing people in unvetted. I believe this guy actually he was denied asylum and he shouldn't have even have been in the country. But saying that, something very strange happened right after that. The attack on that poor little kid. Within a couple of hours, the newspapers were saying that it was a rape of a child by a African male. Very unusual, because usually they say nothing. They usually just say it was, read between the lines. Usually they never give the name of the attacker, or they never mention where he's from, or there's nothing, right? It's just complete silence for weeks before it'll come out that the person was a foreign national or anything like that. And I see a lot of people are really angry, and justifiably. I mean, they're furious about what happened, and rightly so. It is absolutely barbaric what happened to the poor child. But I think people need to be careful that the government are going to use this, what happened to that poor little kid, to push in emergency laws to silence people speaking out against these horrible, horrific attacks that's happening against Irish citizens by foreign nationals. Tonight they're expecting trouble, and I think if there is trouble, it's going to play right into the hands of the government. It's not the way forward. I keep saying it. The government has to be removed through a democratic process, through the ballot box. No other way to do it. Violence is not the way forward. Achieve nothing, only play into the government's hands. That's all. Anybody that takes part in any type of violence, you're actually giving the government something they want, to put more laws in place, to silence more speech because of this. Of course, it's really easy to do it, to be really angry, and again, justifiably so, to go on the street and riot. That's all the government wants. Just think carefully. Again, the poor little child, she'll never be the same after what happened there. It is absolutely horrific, the poor kid. But don't give the government what they're looking for. They're only looking for any excuse to bring in laws where they can silence you, where they can really finish whatever little bit of democracy is left in Ireland, so they can remove that. So think carefully. Protest, definitely. Call for justice for the poor little child, but don't give them what they want. Anyway, be careful tonight if you are protesting. And again, thoughts and prayers are with the poor little girl and her family. Thank you.